This is gonna be for the YouTube. So look, we're watching which race has the best stats. Page called offending everybody. It's gotta be some 6 shit. So let's watch it, bro.
Said, this one better.
I'm gonna play the event on 2K. Honestly, bro, I ain't even really think about it, bro. Like I ain't been thinking about 2K, bro. That shit's boring, bro. But I mean, if y'all want to watch me hoop, I could probably go get clip by then, and we can go hoop on that shit after this. But let me get to this shit.
Was in a video game, what would their stats be? Let's start out
with the blacks.
HP, low. Turns out not having great access to healthcare means you don't live as long. Buffs, Johnson.
Kowalski, can you react to the one video? Yeah, I'm reacting to it, Kowalski. Damn, appreciate the kick follow, Kowalski. You didn't have to come all the way to kick, Kowalski. You didn't have to come all the way to kick, gang. I appreciate you, though.
Swag and have maxed out their support levels. IQ, low. And don't blame me, you're the one skipping school. Sure, you come from a single-parent household with a father in prison and teachers who don't want to put in the effort, but not getting good grades is still your fault. Oh, well, I'm smart. Okay, here's a math problem. You have $250. The stock market goes up an average of 7.5% a year. How much money do you have at the end of the year? The answer is nothing, because you spent it on a new pair of Jordans. Endurance? I mean, they literally built it up. Luck? Terrible. To go from slavery to segregation to finally getting your own Band-Aid color is pretty unlucky. Stealth? Depends. In daytime, it's terrible, but nighttime, it's max. The only thing you'll see is floating Sauron eyes with an occasional puff from a Newport. Special ability, better at all sports. Have you seen the top 20 basketball players? It's black eye, black eye, black eye, black eye, black eye, black eye, random outlier, black eye, black eye, black eye. Next up,
bro.
HP, massive. In the United States, they have the highest life expectancy. Probably because dying isn't nearly as bad as bringing your family shame. Debuffs? Sorry, Asians. God did you dirty in the Johnson department. Buffs, luckily to balance it out, he made every Asian child size. Strength, body weight high.
That's tough. I ain't gonna lie. I shouldn't even be laughing. That's tough.
Then they're an expert in farming. Resistance, proud parents. IQ, Asians are close to maxing out their IQ. I guess having your teacher beat you with a rod, then having your parents beat you with the same rod is a good way to increase work.
Damn.
Happiness might exist if they had Christmas. You know why Asian kids don't believe in Santa? Because they're the ones making the toys. Endurance, very high. Working in a sweatshop is hard. And I should know because I've walked a mile in their shoes. Luck, average, which isn't surprising considering most of them are bots.
You see this shit, Rudes?
Invisibility.
No, this shit kind of crazy, Rudes.
You can just back up 10 feet into a crowd and completely disappear. Next up, lights. HP, above average. Buffs, jab applications. Debuffs, a girlfriend with no gag reflex. Strength, physically average. Strength in dominating other countries. Max. Speed, like kids on Adderall. High. Resistance, accountability. IQ, average, as we have the smartest.
Nigga said a girlfriend with no gag reflex.
Einstein and Vin Diesel are the same species. Happiness, low. You think it'd be high considering we conquered the world.
Fucking tough. Nigga said a girlfriend with no gag reflex.
Ways to get depressed. Like my magic phone keeps buffering Django Unchained. Ugh, now I know what being a slave feels like. Endurance, average. Luck, max. Aside from being a man.
Hey, I'm about to make y'all mods on Bigo.
Special ability, white people are like
fucking
a DLC character that's just better than the rest of the cast. Don't believe me? Go to any museum and check out our
so y'all can like
Next
kick
up,
niggas and do all that extra shit. Get some power over here.
So very low. Buffs, tentacle porn. Debuffs.
Oh, we got 21 in the chat.
Strength.
Hello, we got 21 in the chat.
Hitbox. Speed, above average. Unless it involves their Nezuko body pillow, then it's feverish. Resistance, big titties. IQ, very high. Japan is on the forefront of technology. They got bullet trains, bidets in every hotel, and their sex bots don't judge you. This doesn't normally happen to me.
There. You tried your best. Would you like me to eat your butt now?
Yeah. Happiness, pretty low, unless you get lucky and have 2 used panties dropped from the vending machine. Endurance, very high. 2 nuclear bombs prove they're good at tanking. Luck, horrible. If you're a girl, you've probably been groped on a train.
I fuck with reactions though. I really do, bro. I've always liked doing reactions, bro. This shit is funny as hell.
Japanese woman's. Sorry. This one's really stupid.
Boom. He said, put it to how it was. LMAO. I just saw your shit on TikTok.
She's pregnant. Next up, Koreans. HP, well, their life expectancy is around 83, so very high. Buffs, Gundam style, and BBQ. Debuffs, driving. Strength, it's hard to tell because all the characters use
Eric,
the same
appreciate the join.
Speed, need for. Resistance, feeling loved. IQ, very high. Koreans tend to excel at math. Probably because their dog can never eat their homework. Happiness, Koreans have maxed out their sadness. In America, we're great at ending each other. But South Korea, they're great at ending themselves. Koreans have the highest self-slaughter rate, which might be because of their parents. Korean parents are born with disappointment in their children, which is a great motivator if you want your kid to become a CEO. so he can jump.
Oh God,
through
you
the
on go
window.
mode,
Endurance,
Tuffy?
very high. Every other week, their next door neighbor threatens them with nuclear warfare, and yet they still find a way to dance to shit music.
We got
Low. This is
580
considered
likes
sexy in South Korea.
on
The dude looks
Bigo.
like a big toe that wished he became a person, then decided to have a sex change. Special ability can lower their frame rate when dancing. Next up, Mexican. HP above average. Buffs, manual labor. Debuffs, paying taxes. Strength, high. Cockfighting taught them to go for the
Adore my
jugular.
ISO.
Speed, very high. Can
Said.
complete any construction
Y'all
project in
gay
half the
AF.
time of a white person. Resistance, birth control. IQ, low. If they were smart, they'd kidnap
See
their
this
racist
shit?
farm owners, unionize, pool their money
Adore
together,
my
buy the
ISO.
farm they're originally working on,
Said.
then hire
Would
another
y'all
poor
rather
race
say
to do the
dicks
work.
make you
Happiness,
horny or
pretty
tits
high,
make
which
you
is
horny?
surprising considering they spend most of the game completing escort missions. Endurance, max. You ever seen a Mexican not
Fucking
hustling?
tits,
You
bro.
could
I'm a
call them
titty
drug
man, bro.
dealers, criminals, bums, and they'd still be like,
Everybody
"Sí,
know I
señor."
like
So
titties,
the
bro.
whole lawn and the hedges? Luck, terrible. You're so close to America, and yet so far. Special ability, border crossing. Next up, Indian. HP, well, they believe in reincarnation, so I guess that means they max out
Cali
their
Bray.
HP. Once it goes to zero, the
Shout
game
out
just
Cali. I'm
resets
from
to
Cali
a new
too.
character. Buffs, Krishna. Debuffs, reality. Strength, it's got to be high if they can drink their
Be
water
sure to
and
14
not
in the chat.
instantly get diarrhea. Speed, slow. Too many people
Cautious
are
like
playing
dick is
Train
cap.
Simulator, causing it to lag. Resistance, spicy foods. IQ, average. They recently landed a rocket on the moon, and yet half their population can't
Actress
even
actor.
spell rocket. Happiness, low. There's no such thing as your own room in India. Just a spot on the ground. Endurance? Well, if we're talking about keeping their wife in check, then it'd be max. Luck? Very low. India is one of the most densely populated places on the planet, and they only have like 7 toilets. Special ability can respawn with a different character. And lastly, Native Americans, who are in desperate need for a buff. Their HP is very low. They have the worst life expectancy out of all the races. Probably because a shaman shaking maracas doesn't help cure cancer. Buffs, peace pipes. Debuffs, spawn camping. Hey, what are you doing? Strength, low.
He said
You know what
spawn
beats a bow and
camping. It's
arrow?
kinda crazy.
Any gun. Speed, very low. Which would you rather? 1
Adore my
horsepower
ISO.
or 640? Resistance,
Said.
fast travel.
Why
IQ,
do the
low.
Indian
If
bitches
Pocahontas
have
was
white
smart,
tits?
she would have blown her way to the top. Honeypot the enemy into
I
revealing
have
some
no
of her war
idea.
plans. But instead, she was too busy getting her clan
Duh.
wet, as her people were the ones actually.
Why is the cleavage just white?
Happiness,
No skin
depends
color.
how good my trip is. Endurance, very low. I'm pretty sure there's only like 14 left. Luck, low. That dream catcher isn't preventing nightmares.
Let's tap
It's
to
making
1K
a living.
on here
And
now.
special ability, obviously, tax-free land. So after crunching the numbers, I can safely say the race with the best stats is the whites. Obviously, we
Oh my
always win.
God.
Sure, other stats may be better, but there's no patch notes for how broken we are. So that's my vid on which race has the best stats. Special thanks to @user dash. It looks like he threw his face on the keyboard for giving me this idea. As soon as I read it, I knew I had to do it. It's just so perfect for this channel. And just remember, if you can't get it up, it doesn't mean you're not a man. It just means you're buffering. Wait, I have some delicious updates. So many of you know I started this channel around 9 months ago, and after making 80 videos, I've spent about $25,000. Now, to me, it's 25 grand well spent, as I'm super happy with how these videos have come out. I mean, who else is making videos about how to touch your first boobie or how to increase the size of your Johnson? Nobody.
Fuck?
One,
He said nobody.
Two, because advertisers don't like it. You see, most people will
So
make
funny.
generic 8-minute videos copying other people's
we got
ideas
100
and
hearts over
attempt to
here.
get handies to the algorithm. That way, they don't have to come up with anything original, and advertisers will make it rain on their basic bitch ideas. But your boy just can't do that. When I hear an idea like how to bang your high school
said,
teacher, I just
high.
feel compelled to finger bang it into existence. However, this comes at a cost. And that cost being money. Like recently, one of my homies tried to hook me up with a Volvo sponsorship, but they denied my application. When I called them for further clarification, they told me my content was considered adult and therefore a brand risk. My response to them was, wait, didn't Volvo get caught lying about their emission standards, causing them to pay billions in fines? They're like,
Damn.
well, what does that have to do with anything? I said, well, you must see the irony of not wanting to fuck with me, but willing to fuck the planet. Hello?
Damn.
You know what you want to do? Oh, you want to push that subscribe button. Oh, push the button. Push the button.